Ready for this weekend, big tournament?
Well, we'll find out. It's something that we put the Vegas back on the schedule because it's one of the tougher team tournaments in the country where they keep a team score. There's about 45 teams out there, so this will really give us a good indicator where we're at.
So how do you kind of prepare for this? Is it kind of difference in preparation compared to just like a dual meet?
Not really. We went to a tournament 2 weeks ago at Lindenwood, which was an open. But this, we can only bring our 10 starters, so it's a little different that every match they keep a score, a team score. So advancing is an important thing at this, and everybody getting bonus points. That's the thing that, at the national tournament is really important, to get your majors, your techs, your pins, because then now it starts to factor in the team score.
So do you kind of look at this as like a good preparation maybe for the national tournament?
Oh, that's everything we look at as a preparation for the national tournament, but this kind of gives us an indication where our team is. With Ohio State and Michigan and Cornell, there's going to be some good teams out there, so we're going to find out where we are as a team.
So do you kind of see some of those teams that you're matched up against, you might not see them during the season? Is this kind of like your one look to look at them before you get
For some
to
of
the
them,
national?
some of these Big Ten schools Cornell we'll see in a couple weeks, and they're going to be out there. Kent State, we don't wrestle, and we're going to see them at the conference meet, so this isn't, if we can run into the bracket with some of their guys, that'll be good just for seeding at the conference, and I know they have a really good team, so.
Any matchups you're kind of looking forward to specifically this weekend?
There's a lot of deep weights with nationally ranked guys, so I don't know how it's going to be seeded. I just want to see our guys, looking to see our guys wrestle with consistency, doing well, working on the things that we're working on in here. If we keep doing that, we've shown improvement in every match. Now we just got to keep it going. But going into a tournament, this is the first 2 full-day tournament we're going to be in. The next one we go to is the Scuffle. So, which is another big tournament. So this will give us a good test and prepare. When you say prepare for the NCAA, that's why we added it.
I think that's all I have.
How have you done in the past at this?
This tournament, I can't even tell you the last time we were there. I think the last time we were there, we lost in one of the last matches as a team. We took second, I think, to Ohio State. We've won it before. We've won the Vegas. We've been first, second, third, I think, out there in the last few times, but it was probably 3 or 4 years ago we went to it because we've been, I don't even know the last time.
You guys won in 06, 07.
06, 07. I think the next year we were maybe second another year, but it came down to the wire in the finals matches. So, no, we've performed well out here, and I know it's a good tournament. It's a well-run tournament. It's a lot of good Big Ten schools, teams. It gets teams from everywhere. We're going to see all the Western schools, but then a lot of the Big Ten and some of the better programs from the East, like Cornell, are coming out to it. So it's a good test.
You said this is your first 2-day tournament of the year. How does that compare to the 1-day events?
Well, you have to make weight both days.
Okay.
So, and this is a tournament, so there's going to be a lot of sitting around. With dual meets, you go wrestle. And we wrestle like the 2 duels, you wrestle them and you're done. You wrestle a match, wrestle another match, and you're done. It's all day. I think we weigh in Friday morning at 7 in the morning, and we'll probably get out of that building at 10 o'clock at night. Then have to get, make sure their weight's down and make sure they've done things right all day with stretching and keeping their weight down, but also performing at a high level. Have to wake up early the next day, make weight again, and that's how the national tournament. They're long days. They're sitting around waiting for matches, having to keep your mind rested and your body rested, but then when the time comes, being able to step up and perform. So that's why it's good to go to these long day tournaments, because the national tournament's going to be that way.
What do you tell your athletes on the 2-day trips or on the national stage about keeping their weight down?
Well, the whole thing is this is a long season. It's November. We started competition and we go to March. Everything you do, I always tell them to write things down and keep a plan. And change your plan if it's not going right. If you didn't feel right on the mat, go back and figure out everything you did from your warm-up to the music you listened to everything, and start tweaking it and making it better and better. So by the middle of the season, after this tournament, we should do things a little bit even better the next time we go to the Scuffle. And then by the time we get to the conference tournament, the national tournament, guys are in a routine, and routine is good. And the psyche, the mental part, the physical part, everything, who they want to work out with to warm up and who they want to room with. This is stuff we start figuring out as a staff and as a team. Everything we want to be perfect. The food they want to eat, but we have that pretty much down. But just how they like to do everything. But the good thing with this team is it's a mature team. When you look at all the juniors and seniors in the lineup, they've been there and done that at many of these tournaments. So it's not their first trip to a big tournament like this. We've been very successful 2 years ago, winning the Midlands, winning the Big 12s last year, and being at the Scuffle last year, taking third behind Penn State and Minnesota. So this team has been there and done it already, that now we just got to go do it and perform at a high level and win it. And that's our goal.
I think I'm good. Thanks.
You got it? Awesome.
Thanks for coming.